thing I want to caution fans about is, and it's something we both have seen in the media ever since the PNC's been going down. Like Tiger hits a couple good shots, and all of a sudden people are overhyping it, and they're like, "Oh, win number 83 is right around the corner," or he's going to win another major. And it's like people just need to pump the brakes on this stuff. It's part of the
Right,
reason why
let's do Tiger. Let's do Tiger in a second.
yeah.
So the PNC, yeah, well, I know that the PNC, I actually have always quite liked it. I think it's a great fun hit and giggle, and that's what it always has been. Charlie Woods getting an ace. What an amazing moment for a young man. What an amazing thing to do, to get an ace, playing golf with your dad on TV. Like, I think probably, who knows how the kid will train on, but he hasn't done brilliantly in other events, and he's done okay. And it's yet to be seen if he's going to have a professional career, right? But that's yet to be seen.
Yeah, people need to pump the brakes on Charlie Woods for sure. But like, look, he is a very high level junior player. Like he qualified for the junior amateur just this past year. Like it takes a very high level talent to be able to get play. Into that.
But whether he's going to be a pro golfer, whether a good pro career, who knows?
No,
but
it's way too soon to say. Like
but what a moment!
I think that he'll play in college.
What a moment!
I think he'll play.
Like what a moment that is! Just to get regardless of what happens in your career, like to beat that moment, you'd need to almost become a professional golfer and have a 10, 15-year career with a couple of wins to beat the moment of getting a hole-in-one with your dad on TV. It's such a massive thing for him to do. I just think, what a great thing.
Yeah, and what about Patty Harrington, too? Like, I mean, there were 2 hole-in-ones today, which is crazy.
The media covered them evenly, though, Jay.
Yeah.
What I thought was really
I tweeted about one and didn't tweet about the other because
what I thought was very interesting was how both hole-in-ones were both evenly covered. They had the same amount, exactly the same amount of coverage. I might be being sarcastic.
The whole Tiger Mania thing, and it's going to Charlie. I mean, I've talked about this a lot. It's just too much for me. And it's part of the reason why I have tried to do my best to not talk about Tiger. Just because I think that he is, I don't think he's going to be like a competitive player anymore. So it's like, I like seeing him out there. Don't get me wrong. Like I've said a million times, I'm always going to be a Tiger fan. Is Tiger as high up on my list as he used to be? Absolutely not. For a variety of reasons that I've talked about a million times, I don't really want to get into again, because I still think that he owes a lot to the fans and the media from everything that happened in 2021. We're not going to get into that because maybe I'll save that for another solo podcast, because I don't want anybody else associated with me sort of going that hard at a player. So we'll have to see. But I think that the media sort of overhyping Charlie Woods is a huge, huge problem. Like he's only 15 years old. I want to see people just let him have his time, let him mature at his own rate. Don't put any additional expectations on him because he's 15. He's a very good player at that age. I think he'll probably play college golf. I'd be shocked if he doesn't already have basically a verbal offer from Stanford. So I mean, we'll have to see. But yeah, it was a good moment. All joking aside, it was a great moment.
Does Stanford have academic credentials? Obviously, people who watch the show regularly know that I'm a big NFL fan. Obviously, there's some colleges like Notre Dame and others that have got bigger. That you don't. It's not just being a good football player. You've got to be able to have the academic credentials. Does Stanford have that on their golf?
Not really. Like
because Notre Dame do not flex that on the football, do they? Notre Dame, you've got to be a good student.
Here's the. Look, having gone to Duke, I know you hate me talking about Duke, but it's 100% relevant in this particular case.
How many minutes in, folks? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're only a couple minutes in, 8 minutes in. However, look, you're the one that brought up colleges, so I know that college athletes are graded on a different standard than just your normal run-of-the-mill student. So exceptions are made. He's obviously a legacy, which is a huge, huge advantage. He's a very good golfer. A lot of these teams, they have, 8, 9, 10 players. So like they can always bring in someone that's maybe not like at the level of like their sort of top talent. Except he's a very good player. Like I said, I think there's Um, and I'm sure academically he does fine. He seems like he's a smart kid. I think he's got, two parents that like, push him to do well academically, I think. So I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.